Hi, Vamsipriya. Thank you so much for sending in your essays and well done. Really, really good decision to get some feedback. You're quite close to your exam and I hope that this will help you and we can make some recommendations for how you can do really well. Okay, looking at your letter, I'm just going to draw your attention to your the task title. You're going to write to the host family. So you don't need this bit here to let you know I'm visiting the UK for a programme, because they are your host family, so they will know that. So I'm going to take out that sentence. So I would start here just saying I'm writing to introduce myself to you before I stay with you as part of the English and Homestay programme. So you want to get in these key phrases like I'm writing to introduce myself as the person who's coming to stay with you, okay? After that, I would say, my name is Jameson, and I'm currently living in Denmark. Maybe tell us what you do, if you're a student or if you're working. Just some extra information about you, which would make that a really nice introduction. Okay, moving on down here. As I've never visited the UK before, okay, I am in a dilemma. I really like that. Well done. I'm in a dilemma as to, it comes after that with some prepositions. I'm in a dilemma as to what the weather is like in the summer. You need a capital letter for summer. What the weather's like in the summer. And if I should pack anything extra. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Well done. Okay. After that, I would say you need to sort of get in your language for asking questions. I am... Yes, I'm going to put in an extra sentence here. I would like to find out about the best places to visit in the local area. Or, as we are quite near London, could you tell me if it's easy to get to visit the centre, or if there are any shows on, or just some one more sentence asking about London or wherever you're going to be, or the nearby sites or attractions. So I'd add in an extra sentence here. Then, okay, I think this is interesting. Yeah, could you let me know about is another good way of asking. Could you let me know about the expenses that I have to pay during my stay, and about the meal options you're offering at your house? So keep it friendly because you're going to be staying with them. The bit where I put blue, you need to go into a new paragraph here because this is the final part of the task. You're telling them when you're going to arrive. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to arrive. You need to put the date first here on May the 1st by 9 a.m. Could you tell me, or would you be able to, or find out about, or do you know if there are any buses or trams that can get to me so I can get to your house from the airport? I don't think we're really talking about how to get to university. I think we're talking more about how to get to their house. You could add on that also as well if you want, and how to get to the university from your house every day. Okay, so just reorganize that paragraph slightly. New extra sentence there, new paragraph here to talk about how you're going to arrive, and use this language about could I ask you about, or I'd like to find out about. So language for asking for requests. In here, a little bit formal, this bit, because this is a sort of neutral register. We don't need to be too formal. Please convey my regards to your family. Instead of convey my regards, I'd say, please give my best wishes to your family, or I'm looking forward to my visit and to getting to know you and your family. Something like that. Regards, yep, that's a good way to sign off. Otherwise, very good, well done. Okay, let's move on to look at your task 2. Okay, so your question is about international marketing, and you seem to understand the question. That is great. Okay, here, your start. Okay, global marketing. Often considered as an invasive and intrusion into the country concerned. Now, help. What you have done is done a bit of paraphrasing. You've copied from the question. Now, the examiner will not want to see that. They don't like you to copy from the question. They expect you to paraphrase. Paraphrase means show you understand the question and you're just putting it in a different way. So you've done that in terms of, you said global here instead of international. So that's great. You've done that. But this bit you're going to need to change. So what I suggest you do is have a more general sort of introduction, like in our increasingly global society, we are exposed to, or continually exposed to, advertisements for products and services from all over the world. So you're saying that you're just stating a fact, that we are exposed to advertisements for products and services from all over the world, all the time. So then you can come on here, international marketing, yep, increases the chances of foreign products. Now, the chance of, do you mean the sales of, or you mean the availability maybe of foreign products? And this helps. Now, you need to say this can help, because you need, in academic language, you need to hedge. So we're just not giving facts because we don't know. We just have to say this could or this may. So just moderate this language a little bit. This could help in improving the overall quality of life of the residents in the country. Okay, so that's, you've made a statement there. However, absolutely, this has got its own drawbacks. Now, we're not going to use a word like got because it's an academic essay, so this presents its own drawbacks, or this presents its own drawbacks. Okay, this essay will discuss both views, yes, and why, in my opinion, careful, you need to put your opinion in here, why, in my opinion, the negatives outweigh the positives. Okay, nice introduction, just shuffle around, so no paraphrasing here, and just shuffle that sentence a little bit. Okay, and that word there. But great introduction, very strong, well done, you understand the topic, and this is brilliant. So the examiner is looking at task achievement. Are you answering the question? Which, yep, sounds like you're going to do. Okay. Marketing products. That got huge demand across the world, helps people learn about. Okay, now careful you're not repeating this. Got, now, marketing products that generate, you could have huge demand across the world, can help, same thing here, and maybe you could change that word help, because you don't want to repeat. All the time you're looking for synonyms, so in terms of your vocab, the examiner wants to see you use synonyms. So every time you're repeating a word, say to yourself, could I put a different word in there? So which contributes, or which aids even, help people learn about cultures, languages, and the way of life in different countries. Okay, you're making quite a big statement there, and what I'd really like to see you do is give an example. So a bit later on I'm going to mention to you the course that we offer, which can really help you improve your writing, and in the course you'll learn about how to give examples as much as you can, which is just gold. Examiners really like you to use examples. So you can say, for example, or research shows that. I know you've done that here, which is really good. You can do it again. Many people believe that. Or give an example of maybe Apple or Nike or one of the companies that is so successful globally. Okay? So how have Apple or Nike, for example, taught us about different culture or different language or whatever? Okay? So here, this means give an example. This also provides the citizens of that country to try different products. Okay. Okay, this gives opportunities for the citizens of the local country to try different products, yes, that were unavailable to them before. Okay, so this provides an opportunity for people to try different products that were previously unavailable to them. Now, basically by the richer group of the population. Not quite sure what you mean by this. I think you might need to rework that sentence. Do you mean that it was only available to richer people before, or do you mean it's the West offering products to the East that were, or to the previously lesser developed countries? I think you just reword that. I'm not quite sure what you mean there. On the other hand, okay, you're giving me different point of view. It also provides a plethora of ideas of new techniques and products. Yes, so you're giving. Okay, so here, on the other hand, I think it might be better to say additionally, because you're not saying on the other hand, you're not giving me a completely different point of view here. So additionally, it provides them with a plethora of ideas. Wow, that is a fantastic expression. Great work. Plethora of ideas of new techniques and products which they may benefit from. For example, according to research from the news today, international media, yep, very good. I really like that. I put that in pink. That's very good. Carry on that sentence. Improves the development of the country because of, use of a new product, or because people have learned about this new culture or tradition. Give me some, just to finish off that example with something a bit more concrete, something more specific. Going from general always to specific on your examples. Okay, here now you've got your different idea, your contrast. Although, yes, good start, comma needed there. There are an ample, very good number of advantages for international marketing. This huge increase causes, yes, I put, again, hedge, can cause the setback of GDP of that country. As more and more people are introduced to, not get inclined to, or become accustomed to foreign products, the nation has to pay import tax. This also causes, so you don't repeat causes here. Import tax, you may just like to elaborate that a bit more. Import tax on the new products. Tell me why that's bad, obviously. Causes, careful here, don't repeat there. The sale of local goods to decline. Okay, this can have a negative effect on the sale of local goods. Affect, you need to have with an A, there's spelling on that one. A negative effect on sale of local products and impact farmers and small-scale industries. In underdeveloped, now the capital letter there for developed, and that should have a hyphen under, like that, underdeveloped countries or developing countries like India. Daily 100 farmers are committing suicide. That is terrible to read that. I've just changed that slightly. I would say there's been a tragic rise in suicides among the farming community. Keep it a little bit more neutral. We want to be very careful not to make it too personal. So I've just put there has. So just to distance yourself a little bit here. But that's a good paragraph, and I think you're making some very good points there. Finally, here we go. I'd like to conclude that rather than promoting international marketing, governments with an S, because you're talking about lots of governments, should, yes, well done, good hedging here, should focus on providing workshops for local farmers and businessmen on how to incorporate, maybe, not inculcate, I don't think is the right word in English, incorporate foreign technologies and products into daily life, into their own their own way of working. Just need a little bit more on there. This could improve the overall well-being of the country and its residents. Yeah, well done. You've got some really, really good stuff in here. I think in terms of culture, might be an idea just to mention something about traditions. So maybe in this paragraph here, when you're or the workshops here, so workshops, products, yeah, to benefit local traditions or to update local traditions, something like that. Just a nod to the culture as well. You've got some great stuff here. Very well done. I like where you're going. You have done well on answering the task. Your grammar's looking pretty good. I think you should need to do a little bit of work on vocabulary, a little bit of work on organising it so you are very clear on where you're going within your paragraphs. So the coherence of the essay is something the examiner is going to be looking at. Your vocabulary in terms of synonyms, different words. So I think that will very quickly give you some improvements. So as I mentioned before, we have an online course that you have got time to do. I see your exams on the 25th of August. So if you carry on working as hard as you are, have a look at the course. There's a special offer on it now. And that could help you really, really nail this task 1 and task 2. So great work and keep on going. Thank you.